As a night nurse in an old hospital, Sarah was used to the quiet. However, the third floor always made her hair stand on end. At the end of the corridor was room 308, a storage room that had once been a maternity ward but was now locked up and no longer in use. That night, the clock showed 3:15 a.m. Sarah was sorting files at the inquiry counter when she heard a very unfamiliar sound. Krieg, the sound of an old wooden door opening. Sarah looked up. At the end of the dim corridor, the door to room 308 was slightly open. The light from the corridor light penetrated the gap in the open door, revealing a pitch-black interior. A call from within. Sarah swallowed. "Who's there?" she asked, trying to muster up courage. There was no answer. She got up and walked slowly towards the room. Her every step echoed in the quiet corridor. When she stood right in front of the door of room 308, the strong smell of camphor stung her nose. She looked inside. The room was empty, filled only with old rusty iron beds and used boxes. However, on one of the iron beds there was an old heart rate monitor that was somehow on. Pip, pip, pip. The monitor screen showed a moving green line. Sarah froze. This room had no electricity. How could the machine work? Not a shadow. Suddenly, the green line on the screen became faster. Pip, 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 pip. A very soft baby cry began to be heard from under the iron bed. The cry sounded muffled, as if it was being submerged in water. Sarah, frightened, stepped back to run, but her feet felt heavy. When she looked down, she realized that the floor of the room was now flooded with thick black water. From the black water, several pairs of pale and bluish little hands emerged, gripping her ankles tightly. "Mommy!" A soft whisper came not from the room, but from inside Sarah's own uniform pocket. With all her strength, Sarah kicked her feet free and ran back to the inquiry counter. Her breath was labored, tears streaming down her face. She immediately reached into her pocket to take out her cell phone to call the security guard. However, what she pulled out of the pocket was not a phone, but a pink plastic hospital name bracelet, the kind that newborn babies are usually given. On the bracelet, Sarah's full name was written, along with her date of birth, June 2nd, 2026, today's date. And below the bracelet, a simple word was written in blood red ink: dead.